Hi, my name is Charlene. I'm with Wow 50 Plus, and today I'm actually doing a tag that is called More Than Makeup, Getting Personal. It's just a series of questions that we will answer just so that you get to know us a little bit better. And I will tag a couple of individuals at the end of the video. And not a whole lot of questions, and I may modify a couple of them if that is okay. And I was tagged by Sarah from the Retro Anti-Ager. And Sarah is just one of the coolest ladies on YouTube, and she is extremely smart. She's into supplementation, vitamins, beauty, skincare, makeup, all of those things. And the first time that I saw Sarah, first time that I saw one of her videos, I remember thinking, why is she in the mature community? Because I honestly thought that she was in her 20s, and she's actually 40 something. She looks extremely young. She looks like a little girl. I hope that's okay, Sarah. You do look extremely young. Okay, let's see. Number one, what's your favorite thing about where you live? Well, I am about 25 minutes north of Atlanta, in a town that I suppose could be considered small, but we have everything. And it is a great place to raise children. We have a lot of lakes. Let's see, it is growing, but it's not congested. It is fairly quiet, and then we have Atlanta, where you can find anything and everything 10 times plus. Plus we're about 5 to 6 hours from the beach, depending if you go to Florida or if you go to Savannah. Also, we are not far from Chattanooga, only about an hour and a half, and Chattanooga is a great city. So it's fairly centralized to a lot of places that I like to go visit. Who in your life inspires you the most? You know, there isn't one specific person, but there is a specific type, and that type is smart, sharp, strong, articulate women. I am very drawn to them, and I'm just gonna mention a few. Political affiliations aside, religious beliefs set aside, some of them are Condoleezza Rice, Maya Bialik, who's actually from the Big Bang Theory comedy show, and she plays a neuroscientist in the show, and she's also a neuroscientist in real life. Extremely smart. She has a YouTube channel, which I've been watching all her videos. Oprah, Brene Brown, a research professor whose focus is on behavior, mainly doing a lot of research on empathy and shame. And she wrote a book called The Power of Vulnerability. Dominique Saxey, who is a TV anchor out of Houston, Texas, and she also has a YouTube channel, and I know many of you are familiar with her. Let's see. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley. Author and writer Danielle Steele. And when I was much younger, early 20s, I used to read a lot of her books. They were fiction. And I don't read fiction any longer because I really just have a small amount of time, so I stay with nonfiction. But she recently wrote a book called His Bright Light. And this is the story of Nick Traina, who was her son. And Nick battled manic depression. And the book is about her struggle to keep him alive. After many attempts, he succeeded in taking his own life. The book is amazing, heartbreaking. Also, Diane Sawyer, Goldie Hawn, who is actually very smart in real life, very well spoken, very unlike the characters that she played in movies and on TV shows. What are you afraid of? Well, I think, like any parent, top of my list would be something happening to one of my children. That is a given. Other than that, I always thought that if I ever lost my eyesight and spend the rest of my life in darkness, even just the thought of it just stresses me out a little bit. Let's see. What's the one thing that you wish you could tell your teenage self? Okay, there was no way that I could just do one thing, so I have a few. I hope that's okay. Number one, don't overpluck your beautiful eyebrows. When you're older, you will wish you had them back. Take lots of pictures. Your kids will want to see what you look like at every stage of your life. Plus, they may not believe you were ever a teenager. Don't be embarrassed about your accent. One day, a beautiful girl by the name of Sofia Vergara will become very famous, and she sounds just like you. And my accent used to be a lot thicker when I was younger. Own your body, and remember that you make the rules. Your body, your rules. Boys are attracted to smart girls. Don't believe the lie that they are not. I know that you don't like living on this island and you feel hopeless and trapped, but you will not always live in this tiny town. One day you will move away and come back to visit and realize what a beautiful place this is. And indeed, it is a beautiful place. It is a tiny little town in the south area of Puerto Rico, right by the ocean. And I did not appreciate it when I was living there, but now when I go back, I can see the magnificent beauty that is the island of Puerto Rico. The ocean, the mountains is just stunning. What's something people would be surprised to learn about you? Well, there are a lot of things that I can share with you that would actually go beyond surprising you, that would probably shock you, but I will not. I don't think I should go there. Not in this video anyways. On the milder side, I am not a spa person. I don't like to get massages, especially by people that I don't know. The only person that could ever give me a massage was my ex-husband. I just don't like to be touched that way. As a matter of fact, my nails, if I go to get my nails done and the person begins to massage my hands, which a lot of times they do, they offer that service. No, we're done here. No, I can't do that. Sorry. That's just me. So no spa for me. Let's see. How do you relax and de-stress? Top of my list, working out, definitely. And other than that, I love to have a glass of wine while watching TED Talks on YouTube. Yes, I'm pretty geeky and nerdy. Or catching up and watching the videos from all of my wonderful content creator friends. And I have not been doing a whole lot of commenting lately, but I am watching your videos and loving them. Why do you love makeup? It enhances your natural beauty. It is an art form. It is colors. It is skill. It's being able to create, even though I don't really have a whole lot of time to play around with it. Who is the first YouTuber you can remember watching? It's a tough one, because back when YouTube began to get big, my daughter, who was much younger, used to watch several young kids on YouTube, and I remember seeing a couple of clips from them, but I couldn't tell you what their names were. Tell us a favorite childhood memory. I thought about this long and hard, and I really don't have one childhood memory, but all of my Christmases in Puerto Rico, all of them, were just packed with memories, wonderful memories. And I do miss celebrating Christmas on the island. They're just different. They're very happy, lots of music. And what's your favorite book? I only read nonfiction. I don't read fiction. I like books that inspire me. I love biographies. Probably my favorite book is called The Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. And Randy was a computer science professor at Carnegie Mellon University. And if you're not familiar with Carnegie Mellon, this is the university that puts out most of the amazing creative people that are hired by Disney and Pixar. He was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and in the last lecture that he actually gave at the university, he spoke about not dying but living and how to live. He was a man of great joy. He was just full of life, even though he was slowly dying. And because his children were very, very tiny, I think one may have been a baby, the other one may have been a toddler, he recorded, in the small amount of time that he had left, a series of many videos on different subjects, because he knew that he was not going to be around to have those talks with his children about life, about money, about love and driving and all the different things that you share with your children. So he did that in a series of many videos that he recorded. And his last lecture can actually be seen on YouTube. The book is unbelievable. I actually cried through most of it. Extremely well written. And I suggest that you read it, The Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. So these are the questions, and I am going to tag a couple of people. Number one is Betsy from Gracefully Aging with Betsy, and I will put her link below. I can't wait to hear and find out a little bit more about her. And I will also tag Brett Thompson from Boss Life Beauty. And she's our beautiful flight attendant who I'm hoping we can get down from the clouds long enough to do this video. So I will see you next time. Have an incredible day and be blessed. Bye-bye.